God told him flip it 180. The acrobatics that I witnessed was simply amazing, cause my efforts been laid, death all around me, but I will fear no evil. I live backwards to heal my people and break the mold. It's crazy how impressions from life can leave you this flows.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Beyond Boundaries podcast, where two men talk about the things that most people shy away from. I'm your co-host, Justin Penny, and to the left of me, I got my guy. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
My name is Aaron Anderson. First and foremost, man, thank you, Jesus. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm married to the beautiful Kaya, the creative. I love Kaya Anderson, I should say. And I also have 3 children. That's really who I am. I have 3 children by the name of Ivy, Iverson, and Jonah. And I'm just excited to be here. Very excited to be here.
Definitely. I mean, I'm not a father, but, you hang out with people you want to be like eventually, right? So I'm living through you, brother.
Don't speak out of yourself just yet. He going one day.
Man, it's been a long time coming, bro. We've been working on this for a minute. We talked about it and then went away. And, how we get this going?
For me and Justin, man, we met in the gym. We're both guys who stay fit. You know what I'm saying? And we were in the gym lifting, and we've had mutuals since middle school, high school.
Yeah,
I've known you
for a minute.
Like I've seen
known
you
of, never knew each other.
And we crossed paths, man, in the gym, and we were just having conversation about our walk with Christ and how we are making changes in our lives, and it's evident. Like I saw his changes, and he saw my changes, and it's just been amazing to really just interact with him, So
yeah, man. And we both knew of each other when we were of the world, the clubs, parties, doing the things that are no longer of us, you know. But it's interesting how you can go from living one lifestyle and then you end up living a whole completely different lifestyle. So like for you, you've changed drastically.
Thank you, bro.
I can't say I know everything, but I will say that I see a significant change just from knowing you from the outside.
Yeah, from what the world had to say. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So like for me, I'm kind of curious to know how was what brought you to that moment where you were like, you know what, it's time to change.
Yeah, man. Really, I got fed up with myself, bro. Like,
okay.
I was a man that lived in the world. I love to party. I love to drink.
Yeah.
I love to smoke. I love to be with women. I loved all of these things. And I got to a point to where those things weren't making me happy anymore. I was the life of the party, and nobody would know, like deep down inside, like I was actually battling suicide. You know what I'm saying? And when I start to have those suicidal ideologies in my mind, I was like, okay, something's not right. Like something has to change. And, most people get to a certain point, but that was that point for me where it was like, all right, suicide is not me. I used to think of it like some people would say that they were experiencing like suicidal ideology, and I'd be like, how?
Yeah, for sure.
Look at what you have.
Yeah.
Like, look at your life.
Like your life is good. Like, why would you do that?
Look at the money, the women, the car, because worldly perspective, right? But when I got to that point of me having to deal with that, it was like, all right, something's up. Something has to change. And that was really the moment of clarity for me, bro. But what about yourself? Like, how about you explain to me, like, what was your moment where you were like, because you've made some changes too, bro.
Yeah.
Like you made
a lot of changes.
Really drastic changes too, from what I've known.
Yeah.
Right, in the past. You made some big changes. Like, talk about that, man.
I think for me, bro, I'm still in that process.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely headed towards the man I want to become.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not fully there yet.
Getting there, bro.
We're getting there. We're getting there. But like, to answer your question, what got me to really want to change was really, I just got, how you just do things, lusting after women, drinking, partying, drugs, whatever the case may be. And once you're done doing those things, it doesn't feel like, why did I do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not even me. Then you start to feel convicted, because I've always been
almost like a sense of shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shame. Like I wouldn't post this. I wouldn't go tell somebody this. I wouldn't call my grandfather or my grandmother and be like, hey, guess what I did last night? I, got so drunk and met this girl and so I always knew that this wasn't who I truly was.
Yeah.
But I think I just really just got to a point, and honestly, I just got to a point where I just got tired of trying to live for other people.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because why was I chasing so many women?
Yeah.
You know? Because a lot of the people I was
issue
surrounding myself with
were
talking about women.
Yeah.
Not because I truly wanted to go after all these women.
That's
you know,
good, yeah.
why am I going to the clubs and getting drunk and spending hundreds of dollars on bottles and shots and all this stuff?
Yeah.
Because that's what's, you know, you're that guy.
Yeah.
You know, you walk up to 6 girls and you'd be like,
hey, what's up?
Let me buy y'all a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're that guy if you do that. But like, for what?
Mm-hmm.
You check your bank account the next morning, like, bro, I spent $400.
I was tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
So, yeah, bro, I just got tired of living for the world, and I finally just got to the point where I was like, you know, I've always been a believer in God. I've never doubted in God.
Yeah.
But I wasn't living for God.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, I owe a lot. And I probably don't tell her this enough, but like my girlfriend, Alex, bro.
Yeah.
Like, she is literally a walking example of what I'd want my daughter to be like.
Yeah.
You know, just a great woman.
Yeah.
And you see a woman like that, and, you know, they say when you meet the one, you know.
You know, yeah.
That was me. I was like, bro, I can't be out in the clubs.
Yeah.
You know, I can't be chasing after all these women all the time. Like, for what?
Yeah.
Got a wife right here.
Yeah, right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't there yet, but it's gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
man.
It's gonna happen. But
yeah,
man, that's just kind of that moment for me that kind of made it change. But it's been hard though.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess for you too. You know, you moved away for a little bit.
Yeah.
Came back. Still was of the world a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you changed, but you still have those friends or people that you hung out with.
It's like that sanctification process of like going through the changes. It's scary at first, bro. Like thinking about, because like I said, it was like suicidal ideology for me. Like at first it was like I was thinking like, I don't want to be here. But I knew the things that I had to do in order to get better would just go to the Lord and be consistent with my relationship with Jesus. That was hard too. So it was like, pick your heart.
Man.
Which one are you gonna pick? Are you gonna pick, because this is crazy that you're actually thinking about not being here.
Yeah.
But staying consistent with the Lord is also hard as well. And I think most Christians actually battle with that thought right there. Not wanting to fully commit to what God is calling them to, or God is calling them to be, or the way that He's calling them to live, because it's hard. You know, but it's like, pick your heart, bro. You can be depressed, anxiety, stressed out, or you can really understand what God has for you. And when you get into a flow of this one, the flow of this one of being stressed out and living for the world and doing these things, the flow of this one leads to death, the word says, right? But the flow of this one leads to life.
Right.
And when you get in this flow over here with the Lord, it's like, man, I'm actually living now. I actually have a wife now. Like I actually can enjoy time with my kids.
Yeah.
I actually can enjoy myself even. And sitting in silence is something that I could not do. One of the things that you said just now that was so like profound, bro, was you said, I knew of Jesus, but I didn't really like, you know what I'm saying? And there's just a lot of people that are in that place. And
a lot of people.
It's a lot of people that are in that place, like following Jesus knowing Jesus is one thing. Like I know Him.
Yeah.
I know He's the Savior. I know He's our Lord. I know He can heal me. I know He can do these things. But following Him, it comes with a price. And like I just want you to like kind of talk about, like, because you said like you're growing in this area.
Yeah.
And like what is the price that you've like kind of had to pay in a way to follow Jesus?
Myself.
Yeah.
Literally, like myself. I literally had to sacrifice the person I thought I was.
Yeah.
You know, like the conversation we had before we even started recording this podcast, you know, like there's a version of yourself that the world tells you should be, and there's a version of yourself that God tells you you should be. And, you know, I literally, because there's still urges, right? I'm a human being. We all have
for sure
worldly desires. You know,
you're lying if you say you don't.
You're lying if you say you don't. You are lying if you say you don't. So like for me, it was just, I literally have to sacrifice myself every single day.
Yeah.
You know, when that thought pops up, I was like, nope,
Yeah,
not today, not today. And when you change, and you hang out with people,
man.
you grew up with a lot of these people. You've been doing these things with these people for so long,
Yeah.
and like you called them your brothers,
Yeah.
my guys,
twins.
Family forever.
Yeah.
And then you change, and now there's no more common ground.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Man.
How was the reaction to friends, family, whoever was in your inner circle? What was that like for you?
There's two sides to that, bro. There's sides where people will see what you're doing and want a piece of that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Jesus thing he's doing, he's following the Lord.
They're interested.
Like that, he's actually like better.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side to it where people are like, well, I ain't changing, so I guess we just not gonna hang out no more.
Yeah.
And that side is rough. It's
Aaron
tough.
switched up.
He switched up.
He weird now.
And it's not even that. I love you, by the way, whoever you are that I'm talking to. If you're feeling a certain way about what I just said, I love you, right? But when it comes to just kind of like my family in general, I'm gonna give an example. My family, I see that my mom is better because I follow Jesus. I see that my dad is better because I follow Jesus. I see the people in my immediate, and my son is better, right? I have a wife who is literally like everything to me, just better, right?
Definitely.
And you have those relationships where they fall off because of what you're doing, but we're called to that.
Yeah.
We're called to that. We're called to lead in a way with your life. Like sometimes you don't even have to say any words. A friend called me about 2 months ago and was like, bro, like I'm just checking in on you. This is when I was living in the world. You know, he was my best friend, bro. And well, at the time, that's what I thought. And it's like, bro, I'm just checking in on you, bro. I haven't heard from you in a while. And yeah, we love each other. Like I love bro. That's my guy.
For sure.
I pray for him, But he was like, you just haven't talked to me. And I just didn't know if like you were mad at me or like I did something. Like the enemy started getting in his head thinking that he did something wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, bro, you didn't do anything wrong. I just had to make some changes about who I am, When it comes to like even that, bro, what like specifically like when it comes to friends, the people that you were hanging around with and now the people that you have in your life, like that transition from friend group to friend group, was it a worry of yours? And also, how has it impacted you?
I'll be honest, bro. I think there's still a part of me now that's trying to learn how can I be, because as men of God, we're not supposed to be judgmental.
For sure.
Right? I should never judge somebody because I was once of that. I still am of that.
Yeah.
Technically.
Flesh of flesh.
You know? So the people that I was doing those things with, right? I'm still in communication with some of them to this day. Some support me changing. Like this podcast. I've talked to some people about the podcast, and even though they may not completely agree or side with everything that we're doing, they support it. Like, bro, you've been talking about this for a minute. Like, we support you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you got some people who's like, man, Justin, you was on that. Like, come on, man. Don't act like you wasn't.
Like you.
Like, don't act like you wasn't outside with me like 2 years ago.
On,
remember that one time we.
Yeah.
So I think for me is I'm trying to learn how I can still love these people.
Yeah.
Still support these people. And then I will say, though, it's been a complete drastic change as far as meeting people of the world and then getting a part of church and having that men's group. Because me personally, growing up in church, I've never been a part of a men's group that was like legit.
Living together,
doing
this together,
true bond, true vulnerability,
community, all of it,
all of us,
shout out TBR,
shout out TBR, the birthing room, all of those things have never experienced before. I've always just been a part of like the men's breakfast. And no disrespect to any church that does the men's breakfast. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
We do men's breakfast.
We do men's breakfasts, but for me, I just haven't received from that. But please don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah, you good, bro.
But that was just kind of my thing. So like showing up to TBR for the first time almost 2 months ago, bro. And seeing people like you and other people, I have a relationship with our pastor.
Yeah. Yes.
That's something I've never experienced before, And so being able to see, it makes you want to change.
Yeah.
You know, I can have, me and you meet once a week for coffee.
Yep.
You know, so we have those conversations in the morning and we have the rest of our day.
Yep.
You know, I can call our pastor, Pastor Jamie, and, you know, call him anytime. And if he doesn't answer, he'll call me back and say, what's going on?
Yep.
You know, so
Yeah.
to have that in your life consistently, naturally you become better.
Yep.
You are who you hang around.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
We used to hear that like growing up. Like you are a creation of your 5 closest friends. Like, you know, people would say that.
Yeah.
It's just the truth though. And when we're young, it goes in one ear and out the other. But
we're not worried about that.
Yeah.
Like for
even,
what?
even now, like praying for ears to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. You're literally who you hang around. Whoever like bro, whoever you're around, it's like that is your makeup. That is your DNA. I name off the 5 people. And it's me. It's crazy to think that, but it's me. My fault. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, and like, it's not even just the people you hang around, what you consume too, right? Because I might, you know, I just left church, right?
Yeah. Great
service. I'm on fire for God, but you know, let me plug in my Spotify. I'm that young boy.
Yeah.
That young boy was bumping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play that young boy coming home, and next thing you know, why is my heart rate up?
Yeah.
Why am I thinking curse words? Why am I lusting again?
Yeah.
Why am I thinking about fighting?
It's a door that is open.
I'm not even a fighter. I'm not even gangster like that.
Yeah.
But like, I'll punch something. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it's everything
Yeah.
that you surround yourself with.
And like it's so profound. Like it's a fundamental of faith that we have community, right? We speak about it and don't give it enough like praise in the world today.
Yeah.
Like the community of people that you surround yourself with are actually so important, bro. Been going to TBR for I think 2 months?
Almost 2 months now.
The room is our church. Shout out again, right?
Yeah.
I've been going there for almost, I would say, a year and some change now.
Yeah.
And people that knew me, let me put it that way. People that knew me know that I'm not the same anymore because of the people that I have put myself around, which obviously I had worries, bro. Like, who am I gonna hang with when you know you're leaving the world and you're not with so and so and so and so? You can't call on the shorty to come through.
Yeah, you know, it is important with the people that you surround yourself with, because when you fall, you know, you have a group of people to pick you back up.
Yeah,
you know, you're not just falling down.
Yeah,
and then you know you're by yourself because you've isolated yourself all this time.
Yeah,
you know, so you're just gonna keep falling and falling and falling until you're in that pit.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and you know the main thing for me, honestly, is, let's be honest, we decided to change, but we didn't just change.
Yeah,
you know, like we didn't just change. We still deal with the things. We still deal with old habits. We still deal with, you know, old things that we used to like to indulge in, you know. So I guess, how did you overcome the doubts, or how did you overcome, you know, failing and having to bounce back again?
Man, just being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right. There's people that, you know, the Lord puts around you, kind of like connecting with the past conversation, that you have to, the Lord places people in your life for you to talk to, right?
Yeah.
I've been vulnerable with you.
Yeah.
But
likewise.
Most importantly, bro, like my wife is my safe place.
Yeah.
It's gotten to a point to where I can be working, doing whatever all day, and whenever I need a voice and I feel like my thought process is kind of cloudy, I just go to my wife. Literally, the voice of the Lord speaks through her to me, and it's such like a safe haven for me, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, baby. I love you. Go ahead, though. My fault, man.
I mean, that's definitely important to be able to communicate and be vulnerable, because us as men, you know, especially with women, you know, like I saw something that Shaq said like a month or two ago, when he was like, he's never vulnerable with women because they'll hold that against you, or
use it as a weapon.
Something along those lines. They'll use it as a weapon against you, you know, or they'll cheat on you with somebody that's tough or whatever, you know. And I saw that, and I was just thinking to myself, like, well, if we can't be vulnerable with our person, then who are we gonna be vulnerable to?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the Lord.
Yeah.
but community is still important too. I'm literally with this person. You're married to this person.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you see her, y'all are with each other, y'all sleep together, like all those different things, right?
Yeah.
But I can't tell her how I'm feeling.
Yeah, what's really going on. And even like the people that you consider your friends that were your friends.
Yeah.
Right. Like just speaking to them about things you have going on.
Bro, all right, we talking now.
Yeah.
We talking now because I don't know. I can't. You know, you an Edmond boy. I don't know how the Edmond boys were, but I'm from Dale City.
Hey man,
you know,
he had to pull my car on live television. No, I'm like,
Dale City was a little. It was.
It's different for sure.
Vulnerabilities weren't, and probably could say the same for Edmond too. But like vulnerabilities were something that was frowned upon.
Yeah,
I've always been a vulnerable person.
Yeah,
always. If you said something to me that made me mad, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But it was deemed as, oh, you sensitive.
Yeah.
Justin sensitive.
That's the word.
You can't mess with him.
That's the word we grew up with. You sensitive.
Like he's sensitive.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And that's something that for me, I grew up thinking like I can't tell people how I feel because people gonna think I'm sensitive. You know? So I'm gonna just keep it to myself. Ha ha ha. Even though I really don't like it.
Man. And even that's a doubt, right? Of like being like, I guess I'm sensitive.
Yeah.
Because people have dubbed me as sensitive.
Yeah.
But like as that doubt like comes up against you, and is being placed on you, like how do you combat that? In a way of like being in the process of sanctification, which we all are always, right? But being in the process newly, like not knowing Jesus, but following the Lord. How do you combat? Because it happens now, even in your life, where somebody will be like, like he's just sensitive. Yeah. Like how do you combat that?
For me personally, what's found, because I've had people, you know, I was posting reels for me. That's how me and you originally really linked up, was because I was posting reels of me.
I reposted one and I was like, he really speaking, of
me just being vulnerable. Right? And I learned that with vulnerability, there's power. You know, as a man, like, we're taught to not be vulnerable, but being vulnerable, being able to express yourself, being able to talk about what you're going through, there's power in that. Because how are you going to proceed and get better as a person, as a man, if you can't even put out how you're feeling? So that's how I combat those things, is just simply, you know, if I holding this in, what's that going to do for me?
Facts.
And to be honest, if I tell you how I'm feeling and you don't want to be my friend no more because because I didn't appreciate what you said to me, and you're like, oh, I don't want to be cool with you no more, then we wasn't meant to be homies.
I'm gonna let you rock anyway.
Like we wasn't meant to be homies anyway.
And like as you know, we talk about just the new walk with the Lord. I'm not sitting here acting like I'm up on my high horse, because I'm still walking and learning and growing and developing, just as you are, right? Like there's so many doubts that attack our minds. There's so many things that come into play when we think about, you know, what we used to do and how we used to be. And I could just go back and do this. Or I could just go back and I could relax and hit this blunt. My wife, she ain't gonna know. Like them. Just being real.
Or sometimes you want to.
Literally transparent. like just being transparent when those things, like how do you stay motivated to continue to walk the narrow path? Motivation behind that. Where does that come from? Because you're doing, and I get to see it, right? We meet every week. I see you at church. We might meet twice a week. I see you 2-3 times a week.
We see each other three, four times a week.
So
regardless.
like, and I know you're doing it. Like, so how do you stay motivated? What's the motivation behind what you're doing?
Am I the man that I would want my son to look up to? Or am I the man that I've envisioned myself to be? And I think for me, the motivation simply is I want to be an example. You know, living for the world and doing all these different, I've done all that. You know, I just want to be an example to people. I want to walk in a room and people know that there's something different. You know, that there's a light on me. I got God's light on me. Bro. So, and don't get me wrong, bro, I fall short.
We all do.
I fall short.
We need them. Facts.
You know,
just being transparent.
But I just want to be. That's just the version of myself that I've seen myself becoming. And I literally I wake up every day and first thing in the morning, and then we have our men's prayer calls.
Yeah.
And then I journal what's on my mind.
Yeah.
And then I'll read, or if I have to go get in the car for stuff, then that'll be my prayer time. And that's just how I keep myself.
The secret place.
Yeah, the secret place.
But shout out to TBR, bro. We've been talking about TBR this whole time.
10 times.
Look, no. But no, the secret place. And when it comes to motivation, you said, am I who I want my son to look up to?
Yeah.
I used to ask the question maybe like a couple years back when I was in the world, like would I want my son doing that? Because I have a son. He's 11. I have 2, or 11 and 5.
Yeah.
And when I was in the world, it was just one, right? Because I wasn't married yet. And I'll be like, would my son, would I be happy or proud of him that he did that? Would I be happy that he did this drug?
Yeah.
Or that he drank this alcohol with this many women and then went to go party? Would I be happy or proud of him for
would
doing
you be
that?
like, good job, son?
Like, good job, son.
You got so drunk last night.
And when we put it in the way, you were hammered, son. Hey, it's crazy because some people really are like, you were hammered, son. Good job, but
that is,
yeah, so, but anyway,
no judgment, no judgment,
no, none of that. But still, it's still like that's such a profound way for a man to look at it. When it comes from motivation purposes, for even a woman to look at it, you can put it in perspective for a daughter. But like other motivation for doing what you're supposed to be doing, one thing that the Lord has spoken to me was, this isn't about you. Like, it has nothing to do with you. It never actually has. And that like killed me. It was like a knife, like, because I've always thought to myself, like, I'm Aaron Anderson.
Yeah.
I'm Big Tom, Division I basketball coach, player. Like,
that's
I got
strong.
I got Big Tom job, this, that. And he's like, it ain't even about you, bro. Ain't nothing about you. It's about who I want to impact through you. Yes, I want to use you, but it's about the people that are attached to you. It's about your brother, your mom, your dad, your teams, your grandmother, your friends, your son. Everybody around you is depending on this walk.
Yeah.
So if that ain't enough motivation for you to walk the straight and narrow path, I don't know what is, my boy. It was like he hit me like a homie, like, I don't even know what you gonna do, my boy. And
some people, and it's funny that you say that it's not about you, because there's people who are Christians and will still will dedicate their life to God with the expected result of something for themselves. Like, we have to be careful with how we do things. Like, I remember when I was in 7th grade, I was outside playing basketball with this kid, and he told me he believes in God, and he said, I pray to God every day that I'm going to make it to the NBA. And I believe in God, and I know God will send me to the NBA. Yeah. Because I pray and I pray and I pray to go to the NBA. Yeah. And he didn't go to the NBA.
Yeah. Like, he not there.
He not there. But and we got to be careful about, like, our only reason should be because to have a relationship with God.
With him.
No expectations.
With him.
No expectations of, I want to be wealthy, I want to have this car, I want to be able to be with this kind of woman, or a lot of people drive their faith. Man, that used to be me. Based off of that. Control. Shout out Pastor Sheree. Look, control. TBR. Look, TBR. Might as well just get the church in here and let's start worshiping. No, but seriously though, like relinquishing control over your life. Yeah. Is something that is a stronghold in this world today. Not even just in the Christian community, but in the world. Yeah. It's a worldly thought process. It's a worldly thought process of like, I gotta manifest this into my life. I have to do this to get here. Like, and it's so hard because you'll find yourself overworking yourself. For sure. Not resting, not abiding, not praying, not, spending time with the Lord, not in your secret place. Question, bro, what is your secret place? Like, where do you go? The car. It's the only place that I have peace. The whip.
I'm about to say the same
Not
thing.
that home isn't peace.
Yeah.
Home is peace.
Love you, girl.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying home's not peace, but
Yeah.
definitely the car when I'm just there.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about, cooking dinner. I'm not worried about having a conversation with anyone else but the Lord.
Yeah.
And
even in the car, like as you say car, that's mine too.
Yeah.
I look at my steering wheel and think like, this is my altar.
Yeah.
I lay things down to the Lord at my steering wheel. And that's okay. Form your altar wherever you want your altar to be formed. But at the same time, it's like some people don't understand it doesn't have to be the closet.
Yeah. It doesn't. You don't have to go in the closet, turn the lights off, lay on the bed.
You don't have to
lay on the floor.
Yeah. Like your secret place is where God and you connect the most.
Yeah.
Where you feel the presence of the Holy Spirit, where you can one-on-one be with the Lord. And I just want to know where your secret place was, bro.
Yeah.
My car, I've experienced so much at that steering wheel.
For sure.
Drunkenness, highness, crying, bursting in tears over a certain situation, heading to work with a job that I did not want.
Yeah.
But I'm here and I'm worshiping you, Lord.
Yeah. Still
crying on the way to work because I don't want to be there. Like, it's just so important to know, like, where your secret place is, bro.
Well, I do want to say to anyone out there that is, wanting to change or, having those feelings that Aaron and I described today, I really encourage you to get involved, reach out to people, find those people that will support you. And if you're in Oklahoma, come check out the TBR.
Yeah, the birthing room.
The birthing room.
Yeah.
It's changed my life. I'll speak for you.
Yeah, no.
Changed your life. It's changed every person's life that has walked through there.
Yeah.
But if you want to change, I truly encourage you to go after it. It's gonna be scary.
Yeah.
You're gonna have doubts.
Yeah.
You're gonna fail. But just get back up and keep going. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. We got TikTok.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts, however that works.
Yeah, look, we're growing, man.
We're growing with y'all. We're growing with y'all.
Y'all come grow with us. Yeah.
We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see y'all for episode 2.
Lately I've been feeling these flows, the only thing I control. And writing these wrongs, the only way to expose the innermost parts of my being infinitely composed. Rearranging this harmony that resides in your soul. Vibrations is volatile and needed some solitude. She say she was solid without me, thought we was rocking smooth. Hit me like latitude, feel like Rocky with Shawty up on my side. No artist ringing his doubt as I'm shadow boxing with pride. I feel loving again, cause I gotta feel you. They say that only time that God can heal you. Pray that spirit feel you and help you trust again. Instead, I'm slipping, falling in lust again. It's never ending. So tell me, will I ever be satisfied? Will I ever be whole? These missing pieces, I break them down to be quantified. To compare to a version of me that's old, I don't know. Yeah. Look, say honestly, I don't know. But guess what? I'm back in the building, it needed some healing. I'm lost, I admit it, amazed me. Ain't no peace when your vision is hazy. Look, I talked to God, told him flip it 180. The acrobatics that I witnessed was simply amazing. Cause my efforts been lazy, I've been lacking esteem. Cause reality don't look like what I saw in that dream. Or what was prophesied, or the courage it took to believe. But I start to encourage myself, these blessings been itemized. You are nothing to idolize, death all around me, but I will fear no evil. I live backwards to heal my people and break the mold. It's crazy how impressions from life can leave you this flows. And I'm open as ever flies, propellers. John Cena, that Helen Keller still can't see me, feel me, or walk a mile in my shoes. No blueprint, but I'm Sherlock in the clues. I can paint a vivid picture while bird boxing with heels and give them hooks so cold they'll dread like in the door. Word. Look, I could paint a vivid picture while bird boxing with heels and give them hooks so cold they'll dread like me. Father, take these impressions from me. I'm not impressed by the word, I'm learning these lessons slowly. But you've been pressing on me, removing this mess that's on me. You turn my mess to a message and now these blessings flowing. Don't take your presence from me, Lord, take these impressions from me. I'm not impressed by the word, I'm learning these lessons slowly. But you've been pressing on me, removing this mess that's on me. You turn my mess to a message and now these blessings flowing. Don't take your presence from me, from me, from me, from me. Don't take your presence from me, from me, from me, from me. Yeah. Don't take your presence from me, from me, from me, from me. Don't take your presence from me, yeah. Don't take your presence, I'm fighting depression in my election. I'm struggling to find out the reason you chose me. Why I can't do what they doing, talk like they talking, walk like they walking, but somehow I'm still here like use me. Why I feel bound by the truth and being aware, and why I feel free in my sin that leaves me impaired. I need my mind changed. I made decisions that left a mark on my mind frame, and now I'm trying to erase the damage. It's getting so hard to manage, I'm feeling reckless. Please turn my test and my testimony mess to a message. Change my perspective, I need resurrection. Help me see me how you see me, made in your perfection. Cause you don't start a thing with no intention, don't perfect it. I took a step and you're more than every step in direction. I felt discouraged but look back and saw the impressions. Yeah. You masterpiece on this masterpiece. I took a look at the canvas and saw your fingerprints and the impressions. Father, take these impressions from me. I'm not impressed by the word, I'm learning these lessons slowly. But you've been pressing on me, removing this mess that's on me. You turn my mess to a message and now these blessings flowing. Don't take your presence from me, Lord, take these impressions from me. I'm not impressed by the word, I'm learning these lessons slowly. But you've been pressing on me, removing this mess that's on me. You turn my mess to a message and now these blessings flowing. Don't take your presence from me, from me, from me, from me. Don't take your presence from me, from me, from me,